I'd rather say it tomorrow, but just an outstanding person and a person that won't be too surprising to people. It's going to be somebody that is very respected, somebody that's known to everybody in the financial world, and I think it's going to be a very good choice. I hope so.
So someone who was on your short list, sir?
On my reasonably short list, yeah.
Bloomberg's Michael McKee joins us now, and I guess the tell was when he said this person could have had the job a couple of years ago. So it has to be somebody, I guess, who was on the Fed before or who was in the mix at least, right?
That was the first clue, yes, because in 2017, the president strongly considered appointing Kevin Warsh before he decided on Jay Powell. Warsh is 55 years old. He has been a Stanford graduate and a Harvard Law graduate, started his career at Morgan Stanley before moving to the White House in 2002 to work for George W. Bush as an economic advisor on the National Economic Council. And then Bush appointed him to the Federal Reserve in 2006. He stayed till 2011 when he quit because he objected to too much QE. He has some strengths that the markets will like. One is that he has monetary policy experience, and two, that he is very familiar with everybody on Wall Street. He's been working for Duquesne Capital Management since he left the Fed for Stan Druckenmiller. But there are questions. He's been a harsh Fed critic, and he has also been known as a big hawk, which is why, as Matt told you, the markets are reacting the way they are. However, hawks can change their feathers if the economic circumstances change, and it may be that the president is looking for something that goes beyond just monetary policy, because Warsh is ready to make some big changes to the Fed. He's spoken about this quite a bit in the last couple of years. He thinks the Fed should concentrate on inflation overall. And as I mentioned, he's a big critic of QE. He thinks the Fed should have a much smaller balance sheet. He's criticized the Fed for having mission creep, wants to get out of anything that doesn't have to do with keeping inflation down. And he thinks Fed officials over-communicate. He's also, and this is an interesting thing, Matt, you might want to keep an eye on bank stocks. He thinks the Fed may be better served by getting out of the business of regulating banks, let someone else do it. So for the markets and for the Fed, it's a known quantity with some unknown questions that they're going to have to get answers to before they really know how they're going to react to all this.